We're back. Look now at page 12 in the handouts. All right, we've got a map of the world here. Notice it has a title, it has a compass rose, it has a scale of miles, and it has a map key. And the title says the world, precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall or snowfall or any kind of water that falls from the sky, whether it's hail or sleet or snow or rain. Precipitation. To precipitate means to come down from something, to float down. Like you could pour a spoonful of salt in water and it would precipitate down to the bottom. Okay? All right, and the precipitation is an average yearly precipitation in inches. Okay, so this kind of question here where we've got this long paragraph to read, right? And then we only have 2 questions. I would really think seriously in the middle of the test about whether I want to take the time to read that passage or not. I think I would want to check the questions first to make sure I've got to read the paragraph or the passage. All right, so let's look first at question number 11. Why is farming in South Asia problematic? All right, so right away, we can't answer that from just looking at the map. But let's skip over it for a minute. Look at number 12. According to the map, which continent uniformly experiences a yearly average rainfall of 10 to 20 inches? Okay, so look on our map key. We're looking for continents where they are mostly that lightest color, looks white on our copy. Uniformly, we saw uniform means the same, right? Uni means one, form means way or shape. So uniformly means the same. So a uniform experience of precipitation would be an experience that's the same all the way across a continent. Okay, so if we look at North America on here, we see it has all different kinds of rainfall. So it doesn't just have all over the place an average yearly rainfall of 10 to 20 inches. South America, same thing. Asia, same thing. Antarctica. We sometimes forget that Antarctica is a continent. There are 7 continents: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Antarctica is a continent because there's land underneath it. The North Pole is not a continent because there's no land underneath it. It's just ice. But the South Pole has ice and snow covering up land, so it's a continent. Now notice that on Antarctica here in this map, the whole continent is that same color there, 10 to 20 inches yearly. So we can answer that question without reading the paragraph or the paragraphs. If we have time, we go back, we read the paragraphs, we find out that in South Asia, they have different rainy seasons called monsoons. And the rainy season lasts from June through October. So they get a whole bunch of rain then. The farmers depend on that rain to help them. But then they don't get any rain after that, right? So A is not true. It's not true that there's never rain because they have these monsoons where they get a lot of rain. B, it's constantly raining in the region. No, it only rains from June through October. The rest of the year it doesn't rain very much. C, the region has 3 rainy seasons per year. I don't think it says it has 3 rainy seasons per year. I'd have to look back to be absolutely sure. But the answer that the book gives is D. The reason that farming in South Asia is a problem is it receives most of its yearly rain from June through October. So the rest of the year it doesn't get very much rain. So if it's really dry for part of the year or no rain for part of the year, and then it rains a ton all in a few months, that wouldn't be very good for farming. Plants need consistent rain, not all pouring for a few months a year and no rain the rest of the year. Okay? All right. Take a look now at page 13, the last page here. Now, sorry. Buddy, hush. Come here. Loud dog. All right, so we've got a map here. Notice that it says Pakistan physical. So it's going to be the physical features. Remember, mountains and rivers and stuff like that. Not cities and roads and things like that. Those would be on political maps. So the physical features. Notice that there is no compass rose I don't see. I see a scale of miles at the bottom. But there's also no map key here. That's weird, isn't it? Okay, now we got 2 paragraphs to read, but let's see if we can answer the questions first without reading the paragraphs. See, because we want to save time on the test. 13. Place an X on the map next to Pakistan's major port city. So what's a port? A port is where ships come in. So it would be by the ocean, right? So we see the only city that is listed on here, the dots show us where the cities are. The only city that's actually on a coast on this map, the only dot that's actually on the coast next to the ocean is Karachi. So that would be the answer here. 14. Locate the most mountainous area of Pakistan. Place a check mark in this area. Well, you can see on the map, they make the map so it shows where the mountains are. They go right down the middle, sort of Pakistan. So that's the most mountainous area from there over to the Afghan border, the border with Afghanistan. Number 15, locate all of the waterways of Pakistan and circle them. A waterway is a river. A waterway is a river. So we just look for where the rivers are on the map, right? And they should be, they're kind of hard to see on this copy, but on the original copy you can see pretty clearly where the rivers are. A waterway is a river. That's what I wanted to get out of this question. And 16, locate the country with the longest natural border with Pakistan. Underline that country's name on the map. A natural border is a border between countries or states or anything really, cities, I guess, if it were possible, that is made by a natural feature like mountains or rivers or lakes. Okay, so not just a line. Think about the border between California and Nevada. It's just an imaginary line drawn on a map, right? It's made up by humans. But if there were mountains all the way down the eastern coast of California, dividing it from Nevada, that would be a natural border. Okay, so on this map, the mountains form a natural border between Pakistan and Afghanistan, right? So that's the country with the longest natural border. Look at the border between India and Pakistan. It's just a line made by humans, decided by humans. And the border between China and Pakistan, it's just a line drawn by humans. It's not made by some natural feature like mountains or rivers. Okay? Okay, that's it for today. Thanks.